Yeah, especially because he's also got a Coddle. So he's going to be getting Chakra. Like, he gets a DD, and it's pretty much like a quad rune, if you want to call it like that, go to the Coddle, because you're doing double damage and you're getting double slights. So it is pretty absurd what you're able to do when you're unlocked like that. Of course, these guys, this is probably the most familiarity between any players and one player themselves, Quinn, versus all of his SA brethren. I say SA brethren, of course, as a joke, because they fight a lot versus each other in pubs, so they should be having some nice fun words between each other. We already see Quincito and stuff like that, so.
I mean, and how will this mid matchup go? Like, can the Underlord out CS the Ember Spirit?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah? Like, you can really kind of get the denies in when you start getting stacks up with the passive?
Yeah, I would give Underlord an advantage in this one. But it's Quinn, so I think Quinn will be fine, and he'll farm Brain. Bottom, Bloodseeker Rubik versus CK Sanser. CK Sanser is actually quite strong.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, you got good kill potential.
It's a good kill lane.
You kind of sort of step off your mark a bit, step too far forward. So it's a lot of damage, a lot of chase down between the stuns and slows.
You have to play the lane quite, like, kind of, I mean, it sounds stupid, but kind of right. You have to play with the two of you together. If one of you gets, like, isolated on the side of Beast Coast, like if Sacred gets alone and Beast, like, Schofield goes to stack and stuff like that, either one of them are kill threats constantly. While on the flip side, for gaming, I feel like Beast Coast can only really get kills on Silencer unless Dyrachyo makes a massive mistake, which I guess that could happen, because Dyrachyo does sometimes have those type of deaths and stuff like that, but shouldn't see him die down here. And let's see how mid goes down. Let's see if Quinn has a way to play versus Underlord, too, that I haven't seen. Because I usually just see the Underlords have a very good time versus the Ember. And I usually don't see this, so this is cool. Flame Guard level 1. He lets the creep wave. I don't know if he let it, but he let the creep wave, it looked like, under his tower, and then he shoved it or something. So I don't know if that was intentional.
What's the build from mid with the mid Underlords? Are you still getting the auras, or are you buying some sort of setup? You know, you're getting some sort of Atos build?
From what I've seen player to player, but I don't mind the Atos.
Okay. Because in terms of auras, like that's not going to really be something that's covered anywhere else, right? Like Sacred is the offlane Bloodseeker. Is he building auras?
He could be. I think he's actually probably the one that's going to do the auras rather than Dark Mago. I don't mind, like, there's like halberds and tanky up stuff like that for Mago, and then eventually like AC maybe, but Atos could just be enough just to deal with Ember. And yeah, Quinn right now is holding his own. He's actually doing excellent in the matchup as expected. He's such a good mid player, especially. You know, he knows how to play versus Mago too. He gets in his head. They play versus each other all day.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And Quinn tends to win that matchup.
Yeah, honestly, if he kind of gets that sort of little bit of advantage with hitting the levels, it could be potential for him to kill the Underlord, I think.
Yes. No, absolutely. True.
Just constantly keeping Dark Mago alive.
It's crazy that he's getting these denies, too. Like 8 and 4, and when you look at Mago, Mago actually has like 80 base damage compared to just 63 on the Ember, so cool. I'm gonna look elsewhere now. I've just been staring at mid.
See if, I mean, how do you sort of like the Bloodseeker in the offlane position?
I think it's strong. Dyrachyo.
Yep. The stick charges.
In trouble. I think Bloodseeker's just an insane hero right now. I think I've seen him even played in like some crazy roles in pubs. I've seen him as support. I think this hero is just nuts versus the core heroes right now. Rupture just feels too good. Now bottom though, maybe Bloodseeker stepped up too far. Nah, he's got one. Okay.
Has to be careful now. They might be able to go for a setup soon. Gladiators is holding their lane in a good spot for themselves.
Yeah, both sides actually doing a good job in this lane. Beast Coast have expended quite a lot of mana, but they push the lane forward, so Schofield is going to be able to get the Lotus. Up top, Tofu.
Okay. Let's try for him. Won't be able to continue to commit. So still managing to bully back both Ace and Tofu. Leaving them low and making sure that there's space to continue to farm freely. Yeah, this bottom lane, I mean, both Dyrachyo and Sacred, they keep getting low. Definitely a high chance that we'll see somebody go down on this bottom.
I'm astonished that they're just beating on. I mean, this is Schofield, right? This is what he does. He's just beating on Dyrachyo. Sacred is speedy, and he's starting to get the heal up from the creep. Dyrachyo can't actually step up to heal off of him.
Yeah, this is nice trading from Beast Coast. try to go again, but this time Sacred, he's just not scared. He's in, he keeps tapping the two of them, and knows once sort of that stun's been used by Duracho, they don't really have the further way to threaten him. You know, Sacred's more than happy to trade, especially when the Fade Bolt comes flying out from Schofield.
Yeah, they don't have mana for double spells either. Like, Celery keeps having to spam his Arcane Curse, so he doesn't have the combo of Arcane plus Last Word. Yeah, lane setups looking pretty good. Tofu might just die here. He's got the Healing Lotus, he uses it. Wow, and did you see what he did too? He dropped his blood grenades on the floor to Healing Lotus before the hit comes in, just to get that little extra.
Risky, but value.
And I'm going to say one thing for those people, a PSA. If you stack blood grenades when you purchase at the start of the game, you don't get the benefit of the health for all the stacked ones. You actually have to drop and pick them back up sometimes. Just an FYI.
Oh, is that a feature?
I don't know. It only happens sometimes, though.
It's a feature.
It's a feature. Celery. He might go down bottom.
Could be the first blood. He's got the Fairy Fire. But Sacred, he's got him. This Bloodseeker Rubik duo, Sacred and Schofield, they're running it really nicely.
I like how Schofield's playing. He hasn't moved from the lane, right? Hasn't backed up to stack nothing. He's hitting heroes the whole time. He's Fade Bolting, nuking, right-clicking, 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 making sure the Sacred gets this type of start. This is important. All three lanes looking pretty good. Quinn is still farming, and he is going to get the bottle refill now, but Morph is farming, and the Bloodseeker's having a good time.
And how good of a Morph game overall is it? Like, if this Morph starts to run out of control, does the CK match up well against it, or is it difficult?
It can be difficult if the Morph gets too big. Like, it could just be this game where the Morph, if he's not doomed, just goes absolutely bonkers. Definitely a situation where we could see Parker, if he has that freedom, take over. Itemization, right? You can just like Manta Lincolns, and then there's very limited ways for him to actually control him in the game.
We're now seeing 6 minutes.
Fight over the Lotus.
All right, look,
Duracho will be able to claim it.
We're actually getting them to move up top. Dark Margot, he's coming with the Fiend's Gate to try and catch out Ace. He's going to be able to slip away, though. They didn't have any sort of lockdown follow-up to keep him in position, so Ace will get up perfectly fine.
Oh, and it's a Fiend's Gate that's actually in the base, too, so it's not like he can just jump right back to mid.
Was done at a point where Quinn sort of had free reign to just check the power runes. He's got himself the DD.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a weird move there from Mago. Not even having a point and pit either. Like when you see that type of move, it's like you probably want a point and pit to get some type of setup. But he tries it, doesn't work. Could hurt now in these next few moments with Quinn having DD.
Yeah, I mean,
a good start. I think it's 6 minutes anyway for beastcoast.
Yeah, I think it was just sort of an effort to punish that timing. That, to be fair, most of the time we see gaming gladiators go for right. You know, Dark Margot's like, it's 6 minutes. They're going to be bringing both of their supports towards the mid lane. So this is the time for me to try and make a play with a Fiend's Gate, you know?
That's actually a fair call. Maybe they were just trying to preemptively do something here. Bottom Duracho. Schofield maybe this time steps up too far. Blood Grenade.
Nice, fine.
Not going to be enough.
Yeah, not enough. They know the limits down it very nicely, Sacred and Schofield on the Bloodseeker Rubik.
Nope, and Stinger, he's actually made the rotation down here himself.
Okay.
Pisses off a Tango, and he might catch them off guard here. Duracho.
And a bit of a bait here from Sacred. Replifies there. See if Sacred can turn it. Pop the Blood Rat, but he's very, very low. Has the stick charges, and with the kill with the Blood Rat, he heals up a bit. They might be able to kite and kill Duracho as well, and pop the stick charges. The three of them burst him down. 2 more kills for beastcoast on this bottom lane. As the two of them, Silence for CK, they are struggling against this Bloodseeker Rubik.
They really are, and a cute little rotation from Stinger. All he literally really does is walk down and click Decrep. He actually TP'd to grab the Wisdom Room, and it just naturally turned into a gank for him.
Yeah.
Duracho getting aggressive, getting baited by Sacred.
And with these sort of moves, you know, Parker can be happily left on his own. He's close to having like a full wand. He's got a Lotus as well, so difficult to threaten really on their own up top ace. So should be a nice window for Parker. Just continue to just roll in the free farm on this top lane.
Absolutely. That being said, though, for Ace, also on the flip side, he is just going to be occupying top, right? Vanguard's done. He's just chilling and farming. But a very, very good start for them to slow down the CK. And the Silencer. I mean, this Silencer is very poor in comparison to the two supports on the side.
Check this out again. I mean, Sacred definitely needed that. You know, got the burst heal by getting the finishing touch onto Celery with the Blood Right laid down. Meant that he could stick around and sort of continue to sort of tease Duracho in even deeper. East Coast picking up these early game kills against the Gladiators.
And I like that he did these little early game things on Sacred too, where it's, yep, Wraithband purchased, Wand, and then Arcane Boots immediately. Not only because he's going for mech, but because he has a Rubik and a Pugna. You gotta help your supports, ladies and gentlemen. Not every time. You don't always have, like, it's not like every game where it's like you're playing offlane and you're having a good time. You're just like automatically Arcane Boots. Rubik is probably one of those that you do want to be able to help him out and get them though. Hero uses a ton of mana. So, yeah, besides, of course, that he's going for the mech. It always helps out your buddies. Yeah, 3-0. Less than 1K lead. Quinn, of course, as we said, having that really good game. He's 600 gold ahead of his counterpart right now. But I think this is that's what you could ask for here for Beast Coast. It's just what's going to turn into in the mid-game and everything like that. That's when the real gaming gladiator starts to come out.
Quinn looking very thoughtful there.
Yeah.
Probably just sort of considering, yeah, what moves he needs to do to sort of just slow down this lead that Beast Coast is having, and kind of at what point he's ready to kind of swing away from that mid lane, try and hit these side lanes.
Looks like Tofu just crashed. PC crash, it feels like. Tofu just getting some stacks. Maybe Quinn waiting to feel like when Tofu has some more levels that he can just like pump up with the chakra. But yeah, a lot of this early game movement on the side of gaming is going to be dictated now from Quinn. His ace, as we said, he's just going to occupy, and now Dyrachyo at this point is going to be a little bit of a recovery kind of thing. So we'll just go back bottom and get that farm. So yeah, we'll see what Quinn does.
Dyrachyo, I mean, there's every reason to believe he's going to be able to find space to recover. Always does.
Yeah, they just do have to watch out a little bit about like the Underlord plays, right? So just have to be very prepared for those Fiend's Gates to come into play after you are behind on a CK.
Tofu is back in the game, so should be able to get on with the action.
And what do we got? Stacks. How are these stacks looking? So it looks like a triple hard camp on the side of Beast Coast, and it looks like, what, a quad Ancient and a triple hard camp about to be set up on the side of Gaming Gladiators. So a little bit more stacks on the side of Gaming, but nothing to write home about. Quinn, Power Rune, 5 seconds, double supports checking. Beast Coast. Schofield just has enough mana for lift. No spawn top, though. Immediately, will Underlord get there in time?
He's
trying, but Tofu, he's here. Bonk.
Yeah, even able to make sure that Quinn can get the refuel.
Dyer's
Forced to
top
take it himself, Tofu.
Rune of invisibility.
Too much he can do with an Invis, though. Quinn won't bother holding on to it.
Ace level 6 has been hit. Now Parker has to be ready to pump fake his shift constantly versus Ace.
Dark Margot, he's heading down there. He's coming in with the Fiend's Gate, and with the Rupture, they'll chase Dyrachyo down. There's no saving the CK.
Oh boy, Sacred. This Bloodseeker's doing it.
It's looking
3-0-1.
great. It's
looking excellent.
I mean, with this sort of start, it's really going to feel like that secondary carry. I mean, even the primary carry for the most part when Parker's sort of just playing the farm game. And Sacred, he can really lead the charge coming out of this early game.
No, absolutely. Quinn will be able to get into the side there and steal some stacks, but Schofield actually secures them with a Fade Bolt.
So if they can get some action, Tofu. He's going to be chased down by Dark Margot. It's a dead Keeper of the Light. Stinger, he's still alive here. He's able to step away. The Slider Fist will find him. Quinn able to pick him out in return. Celery's going to try for the TP out. It's not going to work. Schofield's got the lift ready to go. One more catch with the Telekinesis. Sets up for another kill for Sacred.
Great moves. Loving it right now from Beast Coast, the way that they're running around. And Schofield, he's being super annoying, as he tends to be on his Rubik. Getting quite a bit done. He's about to be 6 too.
Yeah, and I think for Gaming Gladiators, it's, you know, they're looking towards Quinn, they're looking towards Ace, right? Because Quinn and Ace, they're still kind of on their own islands, having a good time.
Oh my god.
Trying to go for the burst on Quinn, but the flame goes back up. He's going to be okay. But yeah, the Doom and the Ember was just going to be a kind of a test of how much the game state changes once Ace and Quinn start to make moves with the team.
Yeah, and how much they're going to be able to do to actually go for Parker, because they don't have easy ways to catch him unless they get a global pre-shift or they get the Doom from the tree line or something. They don't have these type of instant silences, instant catches to really trip up Parker, who's going to be rushing toward that Yasha Manta and then probably just toward a Lincoln. So yeah, an excellent start to set up East Coast for this mid game. And it is going to be that Atos rush. So Mago, he knows, just address the Ember Spirit now next, and the game should be in a pretty good state for them.
Yeah, between sort of the pit, the rod, the lift from Schofield, should more than likely buy them time, especially for something like a TP to come in from Sacred, so you can get like the Rupture down on Quinn, and Quinn's not got any defensive remnants out. Could struggle.
Ace up top. Sacred, he's got Rupture, setting up for him.
They're going to go for it. As Ace, has he got any way out of this one? He's going to try for the TP out, but the damage is done. Parker picking up the kill. The game for the Morph looking better and better. Complete free farm, and now getting kills on top of it. I mean, yeah, the dream start for the Morph.
Dream start for the Morph, and honestly, godly move there from Sacred. Played the lane perfect, an easy, quick rotation. Ruptures up, it's a free kill on anyone. It's so much damage. Bottom now as well. Quick TP, Dyrachyo.
He's got to be careful because Dark Mar goes in with the Fiend's Gate. You see Schofield with a stolen Sleight of Fist as well, cutting into the TK. They're going to chase Dyrachyo down. Dyrachyo's completely on his own. I don't know if there's any way out of this one. Yeah, he's going to try for a neutral deny here. The Ancient, he won't get it. Sacred picks up another mega kill streak, 5-0-2. Yeah, this Bloodseeker, he's running rampant.
Oh, and this is going to be quite the test, really, for Quinn, it feels like. Because this is a very good Morphling game. CK is totally shut down completely, so now it really is going to be so much onto Quinn, really, to be that answer for this Morph. And Ace, honestly, is he going to be able to get the Dooms from the sideline? It's going to be recovery outlets now for Gaming Gladiators after this early game. This is quite a commanding lead, really, for Beast Coast with their draft. Yeah, Dyrachyo, he actually shows up back bottom.
Okay.
They might just go for him again. They're bringing rotations, though.
Rupture's back up.
Ember and Coddle incoming, so is Silencer.
They have to. They can't let Dyrachyo go down here.
No.
They've got to fight back at this. Stinger, he'll be the focus. Now that Beast Coast have the information, do they still want to stick around and fight? They're going to try because the Rupture and Bloodbright is there onto Dyrachyo. Sacred tries to head in. See if they can finish him off. He's incredibly low, but Dyrachyo will survive. Backs off with the safety of his team around him, and Quinn jumps in, looking towards Schofield. Schofield trying some fancy footwork here with a Stolen Remnants. It's actually working. See if he can get away from this Schofield. He can't. Quinn able to catch him with the Sleight of Fist. And that's the sort of moves they need to have coming out of Gladiators. Quinn turning up and making sure that they themselves this time can take a favorable trade.
They do get something out of it, though, on Beast Coast. Mago, he just goes right back to mid. He'll finish off the tower. That's his Atos. Now they have that extra form of catch and control. That's pretty big. I don't know. I'm still very impressed with the way the Beast Coast is playing this early game. Making very nice moves, knowing when to reset. They keep Sacred alive, just lose some supports and stuff, so.
Yeah. Quick moves as well. They're smoking up straight away.
Very fast.
Here with the two of them as they look to connect with Parker top.
Yeah, his Atos is done, right? Yeah. And he's got the Fiend's Gate, so. Can definitely look for another play bottom. Yeah, here they come.
And they're going on Sacred. Sacred will require some backup.
Quinn is here, though. So Stinger, bit deep.
He's got the self-decrepify. Stands his ground with the life drain on towards Quinn. Quinn is going to get clipped by the Bloodbright.
Sacred gets doomed.
Trying to back off of the fight, but yeah, they've got Parker joining the fight as well. He comes through the Fiend's Gate. He's picked off Celery. Waveforms forward over towards Ace. Few more hits. Can he find the final one? He can't, so Ace will still continue the retreat, but the Rod of Atos is back up. There's the setup for the blast, the adaptive stroke from Parker to finish off Ace. Great move there from Parker. Able to join the fight thanks to the Fiend's Gate.
Yeah, he jumped through it. Okay, I was going to say, he jumped through the Fiend's Gate as well, too. That's really nice. So yeah, able to just outnumber there this time again. Quinn shows up in mid, and they catch him here. Mago and Parker.
He's out of remnants.
They can.
Oh no, he's got one down at the moment. He's going to have another one up in 5 seconds. So yeah, it's a tricky catch.
Still another good fight. And you know what, actually...
Say that, they do get the Atos into the pit. He has the remnant. He has the remnant ready. The last one there will save him. Wing gets out. Continuing to keep his game clean, yet to die in the Ember.
And this almost actually ended up even better for Beast Coast. Sacred actually died to the last tick of doom, by the way. So he just went down. And now top Celery shows his face. We'll be able to instant TP, so a Rupture is wasted this time around. But yeah, if Sacred had Greaves in that last fight, he lives. Because he'll just get that passive that comes in when he's low.
They're going to try again for Quinn. They catch him by surprise. He wasn't ready this time. They get him. They take Quinn down.
All right, Beast Coast.
Full man took
getting
down
more
Parker.
aggressive.
Yeah, they could go straight into this triangle and get another catch.
Dyrachyo.
Look at this Ancient stack as well. If they get this kill, can they go for the stack?
They've got the Firestorm.
So the Global come out.
They could definitely look to start threatening it.
Yeah.
Gaming has to full rotate. This is going to be a 5v5.
You can't let this ancient stack go away like this.
No.
Well, they might not have any options. They're cleaning it up pretty quickly. As for sure, they're getting the majority of this. They're getting it all.
They're getting all of it.
And now they can look for kills. Parker, he's straight down on the low ground, takes down Celery. I mean, this is such a big lead now that Beast Coast are building up, and this Morphling...
Monstrous.
It's terrifying.
He's level 12. Duracio's level 8. Okay, 9. He's about to hit 9. But either way, they can take every type of recovery outlet. This is looking great. I love the item builds. Love the way that they're playing fast. Sacred with his Greaves just runs in. It's going to be back up in 10 seconds. They can keep this pressure going. Fiend's Gate at the ready, too, so they can bring the numbers.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Gaming, they need more time, but time doesn't feel like it's going to solve anything here versus this Morphling.
That's some super impressive stuff from Beast Coast. Really coming in with their own play style as well with the way that they're doing this.
Yeah.
This mid-underlord making the moves, and the fact that Parker's able to get so active and involved already just 16 minutes in, it's working perfectly for them.
And it's such a good Morphling game, too. Celery.
Should be able to chase him down here. Atos back up. Parker will drive for the kill. Why not? Give more to the Morphling. 5-0-1.
Sure.
I feel like next thing we know, he's going to have his Skadi done.
Yeah, he's not, you know, and I actually like that he's not even going to go for the Lincolns. You just omit it. You just go for your own regular build, and you're going to just be able to right-click anybody down. This is incredibly problematic. Gaming, the next real, I don't really know what their moves are to take these head-on fights. I think their next real moves really are just split the map, wait till you feel you can actually take a fight. Because right now it's devastating as Quinn.
I mean,
He's constantly under pressure.
Can they find him? Not quite as close. If Schofield was sort of a few inches closer, he would have been in with the lift.
Roche soon going to be on the menu, though.
The map's just super scary for Gladiators right now.
Really is. Quinn wants to be that one to be playing very aggressive and very risky and pushing forward, but at this point now, he actually has to be careful of all this catch. The Atos, the pit, the lift, the Morphling turning into him and rooting him in place too. There's quite a bit that Quinn actually does have to be wary of.
Dire's middle tower is under
Yeah.
attack.
They just keep buffing up Parker too. I like that Sacred's doing this. Just gives him even blood rage to farm.
Radiant's bottom tower
Quinn.
is under attack.
Must be cautious as he hovers around these towers.
And look how Beast Coast is playing. This is cool. Like, they're paired up, right? Schofield's paired with Mago because they can Fiend's Gate anywhere, and they can pose kill threat and aggression anywhere.
Margo,
This is
look,
cool.
he lays down the Fiend's Gate so they can bring the backup in to join them and go for Duraccio. The global silence is there. Duraccio is still falling pretty low. They don't want to continue the dive beyond the tier 2, though. They'll allow Duraccio to step back, but at least able to force the global silence reaction out.
And we're definitely seeing like that way that they're splitting up with that. They have 2 squads because they can each join each other so easy because of the Fiend's Gate. Really good way to pressure the map.
18 minutes in, they're taking down this tier 2.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Purification.
On the horizon for Sacred. Courier does die as you mentioned, but more ways of damage mitigation to just ensure that this Morphling is going to carry.
It's going to be such a quick timing on this Mantis Skadi if this continues.
Yeah. I honestly want to see Stinger maybe just go. He went for the Glimmer, which is, I mean, obviously perfect for the Pugna. Honestly, just get like a Solar Crest now at this point. Throw your Solar Crest on your Morph. He's going to solo carry.
Yeah.
This game is phenomenal right now for Parker. Roche is up next.
Yeah, it's just going to be free Roche. There's no way that Gladiators are able to pull together a move to get over here right now.
Not at all.
They've just got to try and sort of scramble their ways towards their next items. I mean, Ace, you
Just
know,
don't know
still super rich, you know. Midas and the Octarine, you know, he's pumping out the gold. Kind of needs that next pickup, and then he's sort of able to sort of frontline in the fight, so have that opportunity of getting the successful Doom down onto a target. It's not going to be easy for him.
No, and now they're playing versus the Aegis, so even harder. And also for Duraccio, the overall game just looks like it's going to be really hard for him to actually threaten any cores. I feel like Duraccio's job is just going to be like blink into backlines, kill the Rubik and the Pugna, and let Ember and Doom do the majority of the heavy lifting on the front lines. Just feels very, very difficult at this point for gaming. Celery trying to find a place to farm. He's sitting inside the jungle. But the enemies will be found, but will survive.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower.
But gold is starting to shrink. That Octarine Midas starting to pay in. They now get, I believe, a Philosopher's Stone on both supports, actually, on gaming. Kind of exactly what they need at this point. And just split pushing the map, so trying to buy themselves some time.
Well, there's a Wisdom Rune here for Quinn. Right?
Oh, would you look at that?
For a fair few minutes, so
fill the bottle as well.
Easy. Nice.
Don't use it right. Oh, if he waits 40 seconds, it counts as the double.
Oh, that's actually true.
It gets upgraded.
True,
Yep,
that is
remember
true.
That.
And it wouldn't have expired.
It would have been 840.
It would have been there still for him to pop then.
Yeah, it would have been 840, and then if he grabs the next one, another 840. Duraccio. Trouble.
He's got backup, but not enough. By the looks of it, he's going to get knocked back into the middle of them all. He's very dead. No escape for the CK. As Beast Coast, 20 minutes in.
They're going to get pushing.
Take another tier 2. I mean, maybe more. They have this Aegis.
I think so.
Well, look at that. Yeah, Parker was just aggressively waveforming up to the high ground to see if he could catch anyone with the CK form, being able to turn and pull them in potentially.
How do you contest this?
It's a good
You
push.
have to try to spam him out. You have Coddle at the least, but it's a really good push coming out. They're going to glyph the glyph.
I mean, they're not going
Parker.
anywhere, Beast Coast.
No, he's just getting batteried up.
I mean, they're losing the racks. Fortification will come out.
Racks.
BKB's
done on Quinn.
So he can throw himself into the fight now.
But there's still this Aegis and the new Lincolns now on Parker.
Parker hitting the barracks perfectly, clearing out the wave.
It's just frontlining.
They can't do anything. Gladiators, it's going to be a free melee racks.
Great play. Great call, whoever makes that on Beast Coast. They know their strength at the moment. Hello? You good?
Yeah.
I think I lost you for a second there. Just made a weird noise.
Clear.
Okay.
No, yeah, you did as well.
Oh, okay. I think something just jumbled then maybe for a second. BKB. Now for Mago, a shield rune as well.
Yeah.
I mean, there. Oh, did Quinn take it away?
He wants the shield rune. He's not getting it.
Nope. And no funny business at all from Sacred. Yep. Greaves, pipe, use up the halberd. Full offlaner. Okay, they're actually feeling luxurious. Stinger has queued up the optimistic hex.
All right.
Hey, just more and more.
I mean,
he's probably like all the thing. The only thing that can happen to us is we can lose to some like Ember somehow, maybe. So if I just get a hex eventually, then we'll have the Ember answer.
And they'll look to clean up the final third tier 2 tower down bottom.
They're gonna still have mages for a little bit of time. Perhaps they can even poke more. When is gaming gonna feel good enough to fight?
They're just flying out for Parker. These
really
items.
are.
He did get the Linkers complete. He's got the ultimate orb on top. About
Schofield?
2,000 got away from Scardy. Schofield's jumping in, trying to threaten gaming Gladiators a little bit. Link is done on Ace, so we'll see if he can find the big Doom targets. Parker's in, and they've got the catch.
Tofu.
Onto Tofu. And Quinn, he can barely bully them back. He's the one having to head back to the fountain himself.
The tower is dying. Duraccio, how close is he to BKB? Still 500 gold away.
I mean, they're taking this Rax. They're onto it. Okay, they haven't got the creeps. Creeps have been cut.
Yeah, Celery got that
Mid
one.
lane's coming in soon. But Gaming Gladiators is trying to hold them back. Stinger's going to make sure, do his best to try and get the creeps pulled towards the base. But yeah, Ace is able to grab them.
So yeah, back doors there. Parker, he can't go through it.
Bottom barracks are under attack.
He's trying though.
Dire's top
He is.
tower is
He's really trying.
Next creep wave
There we go.
will make it though.
Okay. Quinn?
He's going to get clipped by the silence.
They actually
So
are
he has to
forced
put the
global.
BKB and global.
Uh-oh.
And the damage is already being done down bottom. This is a second set of racks taken away. 24 minutes in. There's no question about it. Beast Coast, they are stomping Gladiators right now.
And Duraccio is seen up top without his BKB. They're just setting the trap for him.
Yeah, they're coming in with a Fiend's Gate. Dark Margot's got the catch. Atos into the pit. Parker's here again, ready to pick up the glory. I mean, they're just playing around these Fiend's Gates perfectly. You know, I feel like we see, you know, when the Underlord does get played, we don't see as many Fiend's Gates used as effective as they have been from Dark Margot in these 24 minutes of action, right? Up and down across the map, pulling heroes in, pulling teammates over to join him, joining teammates himself. They've got the moves. The map is just completely under Beast Coast control.
They've never let Duraccio play Dota, really, in this game. He's 0-5-1. Literally, like, no impact. Been smashed from start to the lanes. And yeah, on to the next one. They're like, okay, time to close it up. No Dyrachyo. He has BKB when he respawns. They'll give some respect to it. They'll back it up. Go for the Tormentor at the least for now.
Easy Tormentor.
Yeah. Tobu tries to snipe it.
They can keep going. Like, what do they have to be scared of? They know that Gladiators still at a point of the game where they just do not feel strong enough to deal with this pressure from beastcoast.
They just got to be careful that the Morph makes a mistake, really. Like, Parker just needs to not make make a slip up and get, like, his Linken's broken and then doomed immediately. I think besides that, they're super clear and solid to be closing up this game soon. Dyrachyo just has no damage whatsoever. Quinn cannot go through these tanky cores. The Bloodseeker, the Underlord, the Morphling with the sustain of a Pugna behind it's too much. Yeah, Quinn going for any type of small item he can at this point, some type of desperation. Really impressive stuff from Beast Coast. As we have not seen Ace able to even use a Doom, right? Sorry, he used the one bottom.
Was it? Oh,
Just the one bottom
no,
on
fine.
Sacred, but besides that, that was it. Really solid macro movement.
I mean, honestly, they you know, the safe play is right. Just wait for the Roche
Yeah, just chill.
and then go high ground.
Get some catches if people overextend.
Nice.
Global comes
They have
out.
to put the global to keep Ace safe. Still though, Beansgate into the Rod of Atos. They get the opening catch. Schofield tries to jump forward, but
He gave global.
he just got global. He just was able to get him, but it's still global. So now they can push high ground under the coverage of the global silence.
Salary. Whoops.
Well, so far, this has not been Gaming Gladiators' finest. This game, this has been a rough one for them.
It's been Beast Coast's finest, to be honest. It's been excellent stuff.
It really has. This is kind of the peak Beast Coast here. Dyrachyo is trying to start something. I don't know if he wants to. I mean, the BKBs are out. Dyrachyo's caught in the middle of it. The global stop, they could try and push forward, but he's up to the high ground. Ace will jump forward. He's in on top of the Morphling. It's a big catch, and then they finish it off. It's a big kill. Ace starting to begin the defense. In return, though, the Stolen Doom is going to be dropped down on Quinn. Quinn, he's in trouble. Sacred's going to be able to start racing him down. They've killed Dark Margot. They won't be able to continue to push on, though, with Dark Margot going down, so they have to back off. Quinn will be able to live out the Stolen Doom. Schofield, is he going to be able to TP out?
He gets hit.
No. They've got eyes on him here with the sleight of fist. They're pulling back into the chains. Gaming Gladiators pull together the defense.
And they do make a little bit of that mistake. Parker steps up a bit too far. He does get caught by the stomps. I didn't see what broke his Linken's, but Ace sees an opportunity after the global comes off. BKBs, jumps, gets the stomp, gets that Doom onto the Morphling. A really big kill.
Yeah, that was all Ace, giving that opportunity for Gladiators to hit back. Getting that Doom onto Parker, taking that huge net worth morphing out of the fight at the start of it all. Ace has been quietly farming away, and now he's ready to show up and show that he's got the potential to turn this one around, maybe.
Just needs to get the Doom on the Morphling. That's what he's got to do for the team. I still didn't, even in the replay, I didn't see what broke it. It must have been like, I don't think he had the Spirit Form, so it had to be the last word, I think, from Silencer or the Reality Rift, maybe. I actually didn't see which one it was. Either way, it got broken. And now they're actually perhaps getting an opportunity for Roche. This could actually be huge.
Yeah, Beast Coast not in the neighborhood to put a stop to this.
And you did say, you know, what would be the safest play, really, for Beast Coast to just back it up, wait for this Roche. They tried to go into this feeling strong versus gaming after they get these 2 racks and all this gold.
Yeah,
but now they give up Roche, and this could start giving that chance there for gaming to trickle back into this game.
I mean, maybe just the steal in the global silence, maybe that was a bit of their downfall, right? Because they got that big steal, and then they're like, guys, we've got global, let's go high ground now. And it did not pay off for them.
Yeah, they're probably like, can we go up? And Schofield's like, yeah, I got you. I got global. I got you, you know. Oops.
It wasn't enough with the BKB timings from Gladiators being complete. We're ready to fight through it.
And this is honestly really big because the cheese is picked up for Quinn, so now he's essentially got these 2 lives. They have the double there for Dyrachyo, so he can be more reckless with jumping into backline. So see how these next few fights do end up going down. Parker.
Parker.
Find Ace.
They get the chase onto Ace. He's got a lot of backup coming in. He does have BKB TP if he finds a little spot to do so in, and he's will. Okay. Ace into the trees, BKB TP, he's perfectly fine.
And they're actually going to take the Fiend's Gate back toward bottom. He was getting pinged by Celery, so I think he might be telling his team, hey, you know, they might still be back bottom. So Quinn, be a little careful. And yeah, Quinn is careful. Yeah, they're pinging it like crazy. Who got... Okay, I'm checking the gold influxes. So, like, I mean, everyone's holding buyback besides Quinn on the side of Gaming Gladiator, it looks like. And they're actually smoking. They're looking to get this catch. They can start to really ramp things up here if they do find one. Oh, Sacred.
Oh, he's looking very dead.
Big kill.
They're working their way back into this, Gladiators.
They sure are.
That defense really got the ball rolling back in their favor. They start to build a bit of a lead themselves. They are still down the 2 sets of barracks. They're getting their items online.
No, they can't go for Quinn. They're starting to get big. All right, the sit back and farm from Ace. Soon to surpass the Morphling. Ember also. I mean, Quinn, he's always been farming in this game. But now also Duracho starting to recover himself. Good start to get the scary grounds here for Beast Coast.
All right, Silver Edge is going to be the option for Parker. Was eyeing up his item possibilities. Had sort of like Butterfly queued up, then had BKB queued up. Settles for the Silver Edge.
I am a little bit skeptical on finishing a full item right here. Maybe I would have been okay with just a Shadow Blade and saving perhaps for a buyback. Now the next worry really is like if he just gets doomed, they could just lose the game. They're buying lots of Lotuses, I'm seeing. So they have 2 Lotuses now. Sacred and Stinger have purchased one. Yeah, Stinger did end up switching, going for Lotus. But yeah, Parker committing his gold is... It's a risk. It could be a risk. Tofu. Jamming to see it. But he does get brought down.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Jam on the deck.
All right, never mind. Now he's going to have the buyback.
Pays off straight away. Honestly, that's quite a big payoff there, right?
It is. Okay.
Sniping the gem.
He's still, what, 1,000 gold to the buyback or so, but might just be able to farm it and finish it off. Okay. High risk, high reward.
Yeah, really good catch that.
Now they do have tabs as well of Duracho split away from his team. They're gathering together as 4. Schofield is making the move to set up for Duracho perhaps, and then you can use a Fiend's Gate maybe to go for him. Still a minute left on the Aegis, but they're looking for it. Here we go.
I think they can kill him twice if they get him on his own. Yeah, BKB, nothing to stop that.
No hesitation from Duracho. They see where they were Fiend's Gated, though. They have a ward perfectly on top of them. Gaming, they're looking for a fight back. Parker.
And Parker.
He's scouting, though. He sees him.
He's going to start things on towards Ace. Ace, very tanky. The BKB is there. Global's going to be popping. The Manta comes out. Jump forward from Quinn. They do, but he's able to wait for him in time. Doesn't matter. Jump forward. The Lotus was there, so Ace ends up dooming himself. And there's enough strength on this Morph that Parker should be perfectly fine. He'll back away. Duracho jumps in, tries to get a hold on towards the Bloodseeker, but the heals are coming out for Stinger. Not enough to save Sacred. Sacred goes down. Dark Margot finishes off Ace, though, and Parker could be ready to get back in. There's 2 dead on Beast Coast, 1 dead on Gaming Gladiators. Ooh. Looks to be enough for Parker to opt to back away, as the rest of Beast Coast did end up escaping.
And they did. I mean, the Pugna got away.
Risky fight.
I think Pugna got away with murder. I think Glimmer Cape TP'd right in front of Quinn. They didn't have detection for him. Parker does get the strength morph off. Almost gets brought down, though.
I mean, if you're Beast Coast, you're sort of happy with that trade in the sense that you forced out the Doom. You did end up killing Ace.
You got to make something of it. That's one thing, though. Duracho, he's in mid, and the Aegis is wearing off. This could be perfect here.
Oh, Duracho. His BKB still on cooldown for 10 seconds. He's dead.
That was so risky.
I mean, he stepped out. He went all the way out to the river for that arcane rune.
No, he's dead
but
for 70.
Didn't have his BKB. His BKB was still on cooldown. His Aegis had gone, as you said, and he does not have buyback.
That was so reckless.
What was he doing there, folks?
That was the one Duracho that we usually see when they're winning.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to hurt them big time. I mean, Gaming Gladiators up until that point, they were really starting to very meticulously work their way back into this game, but now Duracho's out.
Oh, man. What a death. And that's exactly how you want to take advantage of like a Doom being used and stuff like that.
Sure. Global. I mean, still 20 seconds until it's back up for Ace. Ace, he'll put the BKB, but he's been ruptured. He's trying to sneak away from them, but they got him. and he's also out without buyback.
Oh, God.
2 cores dead on Gaming Gladiators without
Could be
buyback.
Megas.
Quinn, he's got a whole lot of lifting to do here if he wants to carry this one. He'll jump in aggressively on towards Sacred and Parker. He'll take out Sacred and will stop the push.
Okay, does give them time to be able to respawn back up. I thought this could actually be Megas. Looks like they're still going to try to push forward here. He's actually Fiend's gaining to come back, but Parker's got Satanic. See if they keep going for this push. Doom, 40 seconds.
I think they want to, yeah. 40 seconds, no ace.
They go for Tofu.
He's in with the catch. Jones for telekinesis back into the pit. They've got the Atos, but the glimmer's up.
Parker's in.
Phil will be fine.
No glyph.
So going to finish off the objectives. Try for the jump. They're able to pop the Lincolns. They have anywhere near enough damage to threaten this Morphling, though. They do not. He's able to freely waveform out. Range tracks are taken. Just the melee racks in that top lane now standing between them and getting them the mega creeps.
Lots of good stuff coming out here still for Beast Coast. As you said, Gaming, they had some good stuff, things trickling back forward for them. But yeah, Duracho, I mean, a very reckless play coming out for him. Puts Beast Coast back into that prime position to be able to close this out. Parker.
I don't think he... Oh, no, with the set...
He's fine.
He can. He's good.
He's got 50 armor.
That's true. Actually, that's true, yeah. Barely tickle him, yeah, when he's got that much built up.
Yeah, he's got
some
some
room ready for the taking as well.
He's got Satanic to heal up right afterwards anyway, too, so.
Yeah. 30 seconds potentially for the next Roche. If they can get that one, then they could be smooth sailings to closing it up if they can get this Roshan.
Yeah, at least smooth sailings to getting the Megas and getting that big step forward to at least closing it. Duracho, I believe, did now finish his AC. Smoked up around the area.
As he's done, I mean, on the other side of things, obviously, Darkmarker's got this AC into the Basher. Now he's had enough of these heroes. BKB TPing out when he Fiends Gates over for them, wants to have a chance to get in a bash in.
I think he has very optimal and standard Underlord items, I guess I would say. Like the AC, Atos, BKB, I think those are the 3 most standard. Then you look for a +1 kind of item, whatever you feel fits the game.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Quinn, attempting to do the split push here with his Ags finished up now.
He's doing his best, Quinn. Has only died the once this game, you know.
He's
really giving it his all here to try and hold on for the team, but this is probably one of the harder games that Quinn's had here with Gaming Gladiators.
Yeah, game definitely on hard mode. With the way the Durachos had to try to recover 3 and 6 on the CK.
Beast Coast, they're waiting out the Roche.
Yeah,
until it's back up.
Gem being purchased here from Quinn, actually. His support's not having the gold for it at the moment. Looks like they want to go for a smoke play before that rush. Quinn's off a good one. Probably one of the best, if not the best item he can get right now. Timeless Relic. Schofield.
Schofield? He should be very dead.
Yep. Quinn replenishes a Remnant. We'll be able to get that ward control. Roche, it's going to be back up in 20. That's a pretty good kill. Any kill right now before Roche is important.
He could buy back to CPM, but...
He definitely can.
Yeah, we'll probably need him. Taking a 4 versus 5 won't be easy for Beast Coast. Especially if Ace gets a good jump.
Celery gets the ward vision down. They take the Watcher. They've got vision.
Quinn's in. Here comes Sacred, but Chains removed it with the Lotus. They'll put the Global, they'll put the Willows down to try and pull back the 2 of them, but BKB's out from Dark Margo. Same for Quinn. Quinn pots the BKB. Keeps his distance from Dark Margo for now. They've put the Lincolns. They're surrounding the Morphling. He's in so much trouble. He's been caught by their Doom. They've caught Parker. He's trying to stand his ground and heal up, but it's not enough to keep him alive. He'll go down. He'll buy back immediately, though. As Beast Coast, they want to keep this fight going. They know that Doom's expended. This is the time to strike back. They can find the chase. Dark Margo very low himself.
The blink.
See what Parker can find. He's got eyes on Celery. Goes for the quick opportunity on towards the Silencer, but the Glimmer's there. They got detection. They don't, but it'll come to an end, the Glimmer, and they'll kill him off. The rest of Gaming Gladiators, they'll opt out of the fight. They'll back away. They use the buyback on the Morph, but it will allow them to secure them Roshan.
I think that's probably the best that Gaming could have asked for. I mean, sure, they could have probably gotten a couple kills maybe on the supports and stuff like that, but they got the Morphling, they got the target they want to kill him twice. It's going to be very difficult with how long it was for him to die. He got the strength morph off. He stood his ground even when he was doomed. But either way, Beast Coast make the right decision. Quick buyback. Aegis, it's time to go for this. Good time to go for this last Rex and get the Mega Creeps. I think Parker also now, I think he bought Shard right when he bought back 2 there, so does at least have that too. Glyph is up. Schofield looking for the sneaky play.
I mean, it's going to be a tough job keeping this final Rax alive.
Yep. Doom back up in 20 seconds. Ags is finished now.
The Ags. 20 seconds, yeah. This is, I mean, Ace and Quinn, honestly, they've been doing everything to try and hold on this game. With the way that they've started the fights. Quinn, again, trying to start something off, goes in with the BKB in the Remnant. On top was Dark Margot. Again, Dark Margot puts the BKB himself, turns to the bashes, indeed. He's over the rupture, the silence. Quinn's gone, he has buyback. The Rax, they're already taken down. As Beast Coast will be able to claim the creeps. Ace is in with the Aghanim's Doom.
Stolen Doom.
Let's close the gap on towards Parker. Parker, of course, does have the Aegis, so he's going to be back for round 2. Parker's taken down. Dark Margot won't have the same luxury. He's dead, but he does have buyback, and he does have Fiend's Gaze ready to get back in. Schofield turns with the Stolen Doom down on the Ember Spirit, and Quinn, he bought back for this. It's a dieback on the Ember. Double kill for Parker. Beast Coast, they look to be on the verge of closing this one up unless the final 4 of claiming Gladiators can do anything to turn it, but they cannot. Celery's dead. Tofu's going to get chased back to the fountain. Duracho will try his best to stand his ground, but they're losing their heroes. Parker's diving in. He wants to try and find it, but he's caught by the stun. The fountain's beat him down with the Decrepify. They keep Parker safe, and now allow him to waveform out, pick up the Rampage with the Adaptive Strike on the way out. As, MVP stinging there for protecting his morph and allowing Parker to get a Rampage on the way towards the end of this game by the looks of it, unless Ace and Duracho have something crazy up their sleeve here. Duracho tries to jump in. It's not going to happen. He's dead. GG is called. Beast Coast will take this game 1.
What an early game. I don't think you could ask for something better, really, from Beast Coast. Like, these Fiend's Gates all over the place. I think Mago, like this, not MVP, I would say, in this game.